The 9 most bizarre and unique plant species on the planet. Absolutely do not touch them if you wish to preserve your life. Greetings, Mystic Universe friends. The plant kingdom is inherently diverse and abundant, including species that are quite familiar and integral to human life. Death trees. Many highly toxic plant species exist around us, while their flowers possess a dazzling beauty. Many people even plant these trees in their yards, in parks, or along sidewalks for ornamental purposes. And if you are careless, you may be poisoned by accidentally swallowing or coming into contact with the fruit, flowers, leaves, or seeds of these plants. So which plant is truly the most poisonous in the world? Join Mysterious Universe to discover the answer in today's video. In first place is the mankinden tree. The mankinden plant is an extremely dangerous species. Simply approaching it, even without making contact, can put you in peril. You're at risk of poisoning. This tree commonly grows throughout Florida, Central America, and the Caribbean. If you inhale sawdust or smoke from this tree within a 9.1-meter radius, you may experience a range of unpleasant symptoms such as laryngitis, coughing, and bronchitis. Even a report indicated that standing under a tree during rainfall, allowing rainwater from the tree to fall on one's body, could also lead to rashes and itching. Worse yet, tree sap can also damage the car's paint, causing harm to your vehicle. No one dared approach the mankinden tree, for although this rare tropical plant possessed a sweet taste, it concealed a deadly threat. Particularly, many of these trees have been labeled with warnings to prevent people from getting too close. It's strange that, despite holding the record as the world. 2. Water hemlock. The water hemlock, scientifically known as *Cicuta maculata, or Conium maculatum *, is also known by another, more poetic name. The tree is native to North America and is considered one of the most dangerous plant species, capable of causing death if it obstructs the airway. And it is precisely because of its toxicity that it is called poison hemlock, stinking Roger, or rat poison plant. The identifying features of water hemlock are its green leaves, which are deeply lobed with pointed segments, and its small white flowers that grow in umbrella-shaped clusters. When crushed, the leaf emits a very unpleasant odor. This is a wildflower with purple leaves, small white blossoms, and white roots, often mistaken for the cucaibang plant. Particularly, the entire plant contains the toxin cicutoxin, with the highest concentration found in the roots. There have been numerous tragic fatalities resulting from mistaking this plant for yellow dock and consuming it. Reportedly, those who ingest the poisonous water dropwort plant will quickly develop symptoms including intestinal cramps, nausea, vomiting, and dizziness. As for the lucky survivors, their health was also permanently weakened, suffering from conditions such as memory loss. It's an extremely dangerous species of tree, ISN. Whether you're hiking, gardening, or simply enjoying the outdoors, you might come across giant cow parsley plants. A plant species classified as a weed is being flagged as highly dangerous due to its potential to cause severe symptoms. This species can grow to a height of 4 meters, with fronds reaching up to 1.5 meters in length. They are found scattered across the United States, from New England through the mid-Atlantic and northwestern states. Chervil can be easily recognized by its distinctive shape, a cluster of white flowers that form a wide umbel, resembling a large umbrella. Giant hogweed can cause severe burns, forming blisters on the skin. In some serious cases, it can even lead to blindness or death. Particularly, this plant is also toxic to animals through a mechanism of phototoxicity. The sap secreted by the plant, when it comes into contact with skin and is exposed to sunlight, will cause burns. From a theoretical perspective, such plants produce toxins as a defense mechanism against insects and harmful microorganisms, but they can inadvertently pose a danger to humans upon accidental exposure. 4. The Gelsemium plant. The Gelsemium plant typically thrives in tropical climates, which is why it is commonly found in many Asian countries. In Vietnam, this tree species can be found growing wild in mountainous regions such as Lang Son, Lao Cai, Tuyen Quang, and Hoa Ben. Well-developed vegetation is beneficial to the human living environment. The plant has the scientific name Xylosma myrtillifolia elegant plant. It is a type of climbing shrub, with many branches and tendrils that allow it to cling to other trees. The tree grows very rapidly, often climbing and clinging vigorously to larger tree trunks. Probably already familiar with this plant, Aaron. Because this is an extremely poisonous tree, capable of causing death at any moment. The toxins in the leaves of the Gelsemium plant are absorbed very rapidly and can enter the body through the digestive tract in just 5 to 10 minutes. The lethal time frame of the Gelsemium elegans plant is from 1 to 7 hours after ingestion. Therefore, people need to be extremely cautious and must clearly distinguish this type of leaf from others to avoid confusion, which could lead to regrettable consequences. 5. The giant corpse flower. Corpse flower, also known by its scientific name Amorphophallus titanum. It is the world's largest unbranched inflorescence and can reach a height of up to 3 meters. The corpse flower's inflorescence consists of a large spathe that encloses numerous small flowers. A foul odor and encased in a sheath resembling a petal. The outer shell has a circumference of approximately 3 meters, is light green in color, and has white spots on its surface. Inside, it is a deep red, with a dull yellow flower spadix about 2 meters high. The base is enlarged and hollow inside. When in bloom, the tip of the spadix reaches a temperature of 36.7 degrees Celsius, nearly equivalent to human body temperature. It helps evaporate water, disperse fragrances, aid in the pollination process, and stimulate adult mating. The queen bee thought it might be the scent of flowers, so she flew inside, only to realize there was nothing to eat. They fly away, carrying the flower part, leaving the roots behind, then burrow into other foul-smelling flowers. These are the primary pollinators for this distinctly scented flower. The flower's pungent scent and vivid red color, reminiscent of a corpse, attracted the attention of the adult flies. This flower only blooms once every 7 years, but some corpse flowers bloom only once every few decades. In years when the plant does not flower, it only produces a single leaf that grows directly from the stem. This leaf splits into 3 large branches at the top, each of which sprouts many smaller leaves. Every year, when an old leaf falls from the branch, a new bud will sprout in its place. After years of accumulating energy, the corpse flower has finally bloomed. The flowers only bloom fully for about 24 to 36 hours. The Titan arum, which grows wild only in the tropical forests of Sumatra, is now facing the threat of extinction due to deforestation. It remains unclear whether this plant is toxic to humans, as it very rarely blooms. People usually only observe it from a distance, and no one has ever dared to taste or touch it. However, considering its scent and the substances this flower absorbs, I believe it is a plant that should be avoided. And it certainly deserves a spot on today's list, so we can keep it in mind when we encounter a similar situation, right? True to its name, this is a plant containing natural toxins that can kill you swiftly if accidentally ingested. The deadly nightshade plant, Atropa belladonna, possesses alluring pinkish-purple flowers and very attractive, glossy black berries. But do not be curious to taste that flavor, not even once. This is one of the most dangerous plants on Earth. All parts of this plant are poisonous, but the highest concentration of toxins is found in the roots. However, ingesting just 2 to 5 berries from the Atropa belladonna plant will seriously threaten your life. This plant contains 3 main toxins: atropine, scopolamine, and hyoscyamine. All of them affect the nervous system by inhibiting the transmission of nerve impulses. When poisoned, you will exhibit symptoms such as dilated pupils, blurred vision, dry mouth, hallucinations, and a rapid, strong heartbeat. Truly terrifying. ISN. 7. Oleander. Oleander is an evergreen shrub or small tree belonging to the dogbane family. Currently, this is the only species classified in the genus Larium. The ancient North African city of Volubilis was named after the ancient Latin name for this plant. The Chinese call that flower the red peach blossom. It is a native species, distributed across a vast area stretching from Morocco to Portugal, extending eastward to the Mediterranean and South Asia regions. Typically, this tree grows along dry stream beds and can reach heights of 2 to 6 meters. With straight, symmetrically growing branches and leaves arranged in perfect, twin-like pairs. Or in the whorls of 3, these leaves are thick and glossy as if made of leather. The leaves are dark green in color, elongated and narrow in shape, measuring approximately 5 to 21 centimeters in length and 1 to 3.5 centimeters in width, with a smooth leaf margin. Oleander flowers typically grow in clusters at the end of branches, with diverse colors such as white, yellow, or pink depending on the specific variety. Diameter from 2.5 to 5 centimeters. The male corolla has lobes arranged in a fringe around the central corolla tube. Typically, oleander flowers are fragrant, and their fruit is a long, narrow capsule. When ripe, the fruit splits open, releasing the small seeds inside which are covered in fine down. The fruit's length ranges from 5 to 23 centimeters. Particularly, this plant is also hailed as the world's most unique species. With many potential toxins present in various parts of the plant, including oleandrin and naren. This is a pair of potent toxins with a direct impact on the heart. Oleander is so toxic that humans can even be poisoned by eating honey made from its nectar. Not all. Even more frightening is the oleander. A single falling leaf can take a child's life. Symptoms of oleander poisoning may include diarrhea and vomiting, stomach pain, gas, dizziness, or irregular heartbeat, and often leads to death. The plant is also known as the monk's head tree, because the tip of its flower cluster looks exactly like the head of a monk. Surely, no true Harry Potter fan could ever forget this detail. Professor Snape asked Harry about those two names. This plant species reaches a height of 0.6 to 1.8 meters and typically blooms with clusters of blue or white flowers at its apex. All parts of the monkshood plant contain the poison aconitine. Both the roots and leaves contain neurotoxins, which can be absorbed into the human body through the skin. Historically, wolfsbane has been used to poison both humans and livestock. Most notably, Nazi German scientists used this plant as a form of biological weapon. Ancient Greek shepherds used it to poison their arrowheads for hunting wild jackals.